Sorry, go ahead and finish.
I
Finish your
second it,
thought.
but what I was saying, the eave is part of the house. Now, the reason they ain't had them eaves on there, they know it was gonna come into this. That's why they ain't put it in, the ones who not putting it in there, but eave is part of the house. That's all true.
Mr. Jones?
I was just gonna say, Michael, as y'all are looking at this, I understand everything that's been discussed so far, but I would really think eaves and overhangs being in the setback are not gonna be as applicable for bigger size lots as it is for smaller lots. They're the ones with the real problem. So, you know what I mean? I understand, but I think some of what's been discussed is, you know, people that have a really big lot, we'll let them do whatever they want to, but the guys on the small lot is really hindered because it is a smaller lot. We're not gonna allow them to do anything.
Size matters.
Yeah, I do think it does in this instance, sir.
Okay.
And that's just my thoughts toward however you guys, what did you come up with?
We do have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, getting there,
Mr. Chairman, before we move forward, is there anyone here in the audience for the 11 o'clock public hearing? Mr. Chairman, do we want to proceed at 11 o'clock or what? How much longer do you?
I have 3 more items and that just,
All right, go ahead. The
Maybe
notice
5 minutes.
As advertised, it said 11 o'clock or as soon as we thereafter we can get.
okay. And for the board, that staff has received, and I have attached to your packet the tentative FDOT 5-year work plan. It's from 2019 to 2023, which will probably be adopted as their final plan. Of the listed 25 projects, 6, which are highlighted, have been changed from last year. Contact Mr. Currington with any questions you may have regarding the plan or the highlighted changes from the last plan. Item number 8, Mr. Mike Cooper, Weave CEO, informed me that the repairs and upgrades to the generator project has been completed. That's all the generators, it's been there all along. The board approved up to $20,000 for the repairs and upgrades. However, Mr. Cooper has assured me that the final total cost is below that amount. I haven't gotten it yet, he should get it to me by this week. The generator has been tested and is online, and the rental generator is no longer at Weems. Hip hip hooray. And finally, and it's not out there on the audience copy, but number 9, inform the board I've received a copy of the annual County Commission report from the Florida Forest Service. I attach an electronic copy to my report, which you have, and I have paper copies, and I will give the board the original, I'm sorry, I'll give the clerk the original copy for the board record. And that ends my report, Commissioner.
Did they send us that check yet?
No, not yet. They're gonna bring that big, gigantic
Yeah,
thing
that
probably,
big-
and they'll hold it up and take a picture,
That'll-
and take 2 months before they actually send it to you.
I know it. That was a big $2 check they gave.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
Okay, we'll proceed with County Commission number now recess. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. He's bringing you up the agenda right now.
So,
County Commission will now recess, and we will open this meeting up as a local planning agency is convened.
Commissioners, you are now convened as your local land planning agency for the purpose of giving public comment on the final vote to adopt the comprehensive plan amendment, which will adopt and create the Carabel East Village, and also remove the prohibition on a boat ramp in summer camp. Does the commissioners have any questions for me before you receive public comment? Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment?
No public comment?
There being no public comment, I would recommend that the board close the meeting of the Land Planning Agency and reconvene your meeting as the County Commission.
The board will now close the Land Planning Commission agency, and the Board of County Commissioners back in recess to take action on our public hearing. Do we have any public comment as it relates to this particular comp plan amendment? There being no public comment, do I have any comment from the commissioners? Commissioners have no comment. I need a motion and a second to approve the comp plan amendment.
I make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Commissioner Massey, second by Commissioner Lockley. Any further comments from the board?
We amending this, right?
Yes, we're amending our comp plan. This shows the settlement with St. Joe.
We had all agreed on this anyway.
Yes, so this is the final step in a long process of resolving some litigation with the St. Joe Company. The last time you addressed this was your transmittal hearing of the same comp plan amendment. That plan was transmitted to a number of state agencies and other agencies with their comment. We did receive comment back from them, but there were no objections, there were no recommendations for additional changes or restrictions. So therefore, we scheduled this public hearing as we were required to do by law within 6 months of receiving those comments. We were within that 6-month window. This hearing has been duly advertised and the public meeting has been duly conducted. The procedure with the board in a position to take a vote to approve this comprehensive plan amendment. It will then be sent up to DEO for final revisions and it will become effective, I think it's 30 or 31 days from today.
Then St. Joe can start building, right?
If they so desire.
They start building, pulling permits as soon as they are possible and their plans are in place.
Any other commissioner comments? We do have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye. All opposed? That motion carries. Next on the agenda would be Mr. Michael Schuler, County Attorney Report.
I have a couple of items for you to consider this morning. The first is on your county court probation contract. Presently, the probation officer is receiving $50 per month for probation services. He has requested the county increase that supervisory fee from $50 a month to $60 a month. I have spoken to Judge Russell, and the report I got back from his office is that was fine with him. However, the contract belongs to the county commission, not the court, even though we entered these contracts with his recommendations. So that is why I'm bringing this back to you today, with also my recommendation that the board allow the amendment of this contract to increase those probation fees from $50 a month to $60 a month, effective January 1st, 2018. Otherwise, the contract will remain as is.
Pleasure of the board to increase the probation services fees or to leave them where they're at. Pleasure of the board.
What the purpose of going up?
Well, he's had increases in the cost of operations, is the way it's been explained to me. Because I did also sit down and personally talk with Judge Russell. It's basically a cost of living adjustment is one way to think about it, because his insurance costs have gone up. The number of people on probation has actually decreased, and Judge Russell thought that those two reasons were sufficient to justify the increase from $50 a month to $60 a month.
Pleasure of the board.
Make a motion.
We have a motion on the floor by Commissioner Jones. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Massey. Any further discussion? There being no further discussion, all those in favor? All opposed? That motion carries.
And then just a housekeeping matter, we recently settled the litigation with Capital City Bank. And that resulted in the use of other people's money to purchase the old KOA site down at Alligator Point. Just for the record, I'm delivering those original settlement documents to the clerk for her records. And then the final item is it came to my attention yesterday. Y'all are aware that we have a lease that you have approved basically until the year 2030 with U.S. Air Force out at the Outback Air Force, basically the radar site. Ms. Excelina Whitaker emailed me from the Air Force yesterday asking if the board would consider, instead of renewing with a lease, if you would renew with a supplement to the old expired lease. Apparently this is a request that she's making because of internal bureaucracies within the Air Force. Apparently, if you have a supplement to a lease which increases the term, it doesn't change any of the other terms, they can process it in-house. But if it's an official new lease, it has to go to Washington, and we may be a year or more getting a counter signature on the lease. So that's been brought to her attention. that this may be a quicker route for us to end up in the same position, which is giving the Air Force at least through the year 2030 for the radar side.
The board has already voted on this one time, right?
Yeah, the board's approved our end of it.
It's just
This
technical.
is coming from their end, basically, it has to do with their internal military bureaucracies on how they process the paperwork. She's offered this, I suppose, yesterday, as a way of getting the Air Force's counter signature on the lease quicker as opposed to a year from now. To me, it's six of one, half dozen of another, but she asked me to make the presentation and the request, and so I'm bringing it to you. If you want to wait until they finish their internal processing through Washington, the lease that's been approved, as opposed to going down a new path of having a supplement. I don't have any recommendations one way or the other, but she did ask me to bring it for
Oh.
consideration.
So moved with a question.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor, second by Commissioner, motion by Commissioner Lockley, second by Commissioner Massey. Discussion.
Yes.
All we're doing is extending the lease that we currently have.
We're not changing any of the terms. It's just in order for we agreed to do it and sign the lease on our side, but in order to get the counter signature on the lease, Ms. Excelina is telling me it takes a year or more for them to process the lease as opposed to a supplement to the old expired lease, which apparently they can do in-house over at Kendall, was my understanding of her communication today.
So Commissioner Lockley, your motion is to let them do the supplement and move on.
Right, but I want to ask one question.
Okay.
I guess my question gonna be, do we get any money out of that for leasing it? Okay.
I mean, there may be, a nominal $1 a year for the term of the lease, but I mean, they never pay it.
But they keep up their part of that.
Yes, but apparently they have to have that lease for their radar installation as part of their military use of our airspace, is the way I understand that. Whether my understanding is correct or not, I don't know.
They help fix the towers somehow?
It's their equipment, so yes, we're not going to get it fixed. If it breaks down, it will just stay break down.
Yeah, I think it's totally separate from our stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, they maintenance and all.
Yeah, there's no co-location of any kind, I don't think. I think it's a separate site altogether.
Yeah, they're not, it's not an agreement that allows them to use any equipment that we have out there, but this is military equipment that they've installed when you're counting on their equipment.
And Commissioner Massey, your second was to do the supplement where they can move on their side. Just for clarification. We do have a motion and a second here. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And then the final item I want to bring to the board's attention, y'all, I know these conferences that you go to, you've heard about these PACE programs, P-A-C-E, Property Assessed Clean Energy. Those PACE resolutions have been brought to this board numerous times over a period of years, and y'all have always refused to approve the resolutions. So what the resolution does is it would allow someone to have a non-ad valorem assessment on their property to pay for essentially solar panels. That non-ad valorem assessment would go on the county tax bill. And y'all have always opposed that. And I want to bring to your attention that there's a statewide effort, which includes Franklin County, to impose a PACE program in Franklin County, as well as every other county in the state. It's called Green Corridor Property Assessed Clean Energy Special District. I have requested the FAC to provide me some more information as to why this is going on statewide. I have not received a response back yet. However, the deadline for making a comment, either in favor of or opposed to this PACE program, is on November the 13th before your next board meeting. So my recommendation is that the board have a motion which authorizes the chairman, after we receive more information, if in fact we should send an objection on behalf of Franklin County, that he be authorized to sign that letter sent down to this Green Corridor Special District, so that they will know what your position is either for or against before the November 13th deadline, because they're holding their public hearing on November 17th.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Commissioner Lockley, second by Commissioner Massey. Discussion?
You want to go to the meeting?
No, I ain't going.
It's down in South Florida.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I understand what, and I'm aware of the law that he's talking about. And basically, it's just another way of superseding. If this law passes, then we won't be voting on PACE or anything.
Right.
to do with the PACE any further. They'll be, not have to pay ad valorem taxes on that property and,
Have to be assessed. I have informed the property appraiser of this matter when I became aware of it. She's not received any notification from the Green Corridor Special District that they're undertaking this program here in Franklin County. But I have made her aware of that, and she's in consultation with her counsel from the Property Appraisers Association as to what position that her office is going to take. But I want to bring it to your attention that the deadline is pending, and this board is always opposed to having any PACE non-applicable assessments placed on the county tax bills.
we do have a motion and a second on the floor. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All opposed? That motion carries.
I have nothing further to report.
Okay, next will be, commissioner comments.
Yeah, we got to come back in the evening, right?
1:30.
1:30. Okay.
Any other commissioner comment? Public comment? Come forward. No public comment? Board will recess until 1:30.